I've been cheating on my Hyundai Santa Cruz, and I like it. Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Robmotive MT. And that's right, I have been cheating on my Hyundai Santa Cruz, and I like it. I've been out cruising around today in a 2003 Mercedes. This is an E320, I think it is. I can never keep track of their numbering sequences. This is a model that wasn't out very long, I don't think, about 4 years or so. And it's in really great shape. Only has a little over 29,000 miles on it. And I've got to say, I've been having a blast driving this car. It's got good power, it handles well, it's smooth, it's comfortable. And honestly, I kind of miss driving a car. You know, I've got 3 trucks, the Santa Cruz, the Toyota Tacoma, and the Jeep Gladiator. And it's been a while since I've driven a car consistently, you know, here or there, but not daily like I've been doing the last month or so. So I'm out cruising around in this thing, and I do feel a little bit like I'm cheating on the Hyundai Santa Cruz. You know, it's sitting at home waiting for me to come back while I'm out running around in this car. But I do like it, and I think I'm gonna add one. I think I'm going to see what I can do as far as adding a Mercedes to the channel. They're just such a blast. You know, I have talked to a dealership in my area. I was thinking about buying the new 2022 C300. Now, that's the lower end Mercedes, if you want to call a Mercedes lower end. I mean, it's still like 50 grand or something, so they're not cheap. But I've been thinking about adding one to the channel because I like it so much. And I think there's a lot of stuff I can do to it as far as mods go. Things that I can do to make it my own, which is something that I really like doing. However, I will tell you that in my talks with the dealership, they weren't successful. They have one in production, but unfortunately, I guess Mercedes must switch to the new model year, which would be a 2023 right now, like in July. And they can't give me pricing. And they want a deposit. They also had wanted a market adjustment. I think I talked about this in a different video, so I'm not going to go in depth into it, but they wanted a $2,000 market adjustment. In other words, a $2,000 adder. And they wanted 10%. Well, 10% of 50 grand is $5,000 as a deposit. Non-refundable. Another thing I really don't like doing, I'm not going to pay a market adjustment, that's for sure. And I'm not going to put a deposit down on a vehicle that they won't even give me pricing on. I mean, let's say that it was done, and when it came in, price was $10,000 higher than what I had agreed to. I'm not doing that, you know, because that $5,000 deposit I would have to put down is non-refundable. So I couldn't just walk away, nor am I going to leave $5,000 on the table if it wasn't something that I either liked or was willing to spend additional money on. So that's kind of a dead issue. However, I have seen one so far, 2022, which is what I wanted, Mercedes C300 at CarMax. Basically brand new. I think it had like 4,000 miles on it. It was non-transferable though, so I couldn't have brought it to my location, and it was not close and not something that I'm willing to go get, and it's gone now anyway. It sold really quickly, which isn't surprising. This new Mercedes is awesome. They've completely redone the interior. It kind of resembles the Santa Cruz in that it has a screen similar to the Santa Cruz, as well as a center console that's a heck of a lot more futuristic. I really dig it. Not to mention the driving experience. You know, it is a Mercedes. I know that's a pretty big departure from a truck, but still, it gives me what I like, assuming that the C300 is going to perform as well as this does. And I would certainly think so. I mean, the vehicle I'm in right now, again, it's a 2003. This is 2022. That's 19 years old. I would certainly hope that a newer C300 would be at least equivalent to a 19-year-old E320. Maybe not. Maybe they did such a great job on this that it's leaps and bounds ahead of what a C300 would be. So what my plan is to pick up a used Mercedes, because that's all I can seem to be able to find, from CarMax. There is a CarMax located close to me where I'll be back to, or maybe at now. So I should be able to pick one up, and I think that by the time I'm ready, which will be way after this video probably, there will be some 2022s available at CarMax. Again, going by the fact that I've seen one there already. So the plan is to go pick one up and maybe put it on this channel. I'm not exactly sure how much it will be on, and that could go either way. It may be on this channel a lot, it may not be on this channel a lot. I've not really decided, and it also kind of depends on what mods are available, what kind of things there are for me to do, how much I can do to it, and all that kind of stuff, as well as balancing, you know, the 3 channels, given that I have the Rob Motive channel, which is about the Toyota Tacoma, and the Rob Motive JT channel, which is about the Jeep Gladiator. So we shall see. I'd be very curious to know what you folks think out there. And again, I know this isn't a Mercedes or a car channel, but I think adding a little bit of variety could be fun, especially in comparing it to the Santa Cruz, which is, you know, kind of a more SUV-ish vehicle anyway. So it might be interesting to see, again, realizing that it's a completely different vehicle. So leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think of that. Would you be interested in seeing something like that? I'd be curious to know. Also, again, as I mentioned, I do have 2 additional channels. Rob Motive, all about the Toyota Tacoma, mods and reviews and my impressions of it, and news and stuff like that. And Rob Motive JT, all about the Jeep Gladiator, currently the Jeep Gladiator Mojave. Check them out, and if you're interested, please consider subscribing. One other thing I want to mention, I'll have to apologize if this video is a little shaky. I have a suction cup mount for this phone that typically when I go out and drive around, I'll just mount it to the windshield. Well, it appears that my device is wearing out a little bit, and it won't stick to the windshield comfortably for me, or enough for me to not worry about it falling off and damaging the phone. So I'm holding this by hand. So that's why you may have seen it being a little bit more moving. Maybe you guys like this better. I don't know. Let me know. Again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on the web. Bye.